finna go get her. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get her. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. And Cook has it, left side. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Back to Montgomery on second down. A little juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission, he's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Touchdown. touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Goff. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterback?
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Montgomery going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Once more, Montgomery. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. play action. Love to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The slot man in motion right. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. On third down, Love. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Packers 14, Lions nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gibbs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th and 1.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The Lions now at 2-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, it's Gibbs. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ten cycles. Watch out now. 53.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Love from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Okay, ready?
Play action this time with Love. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score it here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Play fake. Here's Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission. And that's caught inside the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Goff now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Drill green. Hey, blue. Yellow, blue. Yellow. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Love. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! Michael Gallup from 10 yards out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Lions 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tiger, Tiger.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third. Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Montgomery. He's got it on the draw. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now it's gone. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 66 yards. And the Packers extend their lead yet again. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Lions 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Love, they go play action now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jordan Love sacked for a loss of 13 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Shot, 17. Cluster, 6.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Ready. 38.
On 4th down, Love. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. On their side of midfield at the 47. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Jones now in motion left. Throwing. Love. He's got a man. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw now. Here's Love. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Love now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions first down.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Off the play fake, Love. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Love to throw for it on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Packers.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because...
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Again, this is Montgomery, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
76.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 50 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up first, and my goodness, another interception.
picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
2nd and 8.
Goff throwing again.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the 50, it's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Goff on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 2nd down now, it's Gibbs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Goff now looks to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A tough time to take the sack.